Hello everyone, my name is Shoten MINEGISHI, Director of Soto Zen Buddhism Europe Office. Firstly, I want to apologize to you for my poor English. We've decided to send out a 5-minute online reading every month starting this month. We believe that the primary mission of this office is to support Soto Zen Sangha members active in Europe, and it is to them that our message here is mainly addressed. Some technical terms may sound difficult for the general public to understand. I emphasize that these talks are primarily intended for the ordained community. The first thing I wish to talk about is the importance of the SHINGI. There has been a criticism of Dogen Zenji in the past along the following line. Dogen Zenji presented the Shobogenzo when he was in his 40s, and in his later years, when he entered age, he began to write the SHINGI instead of Shobogenzo. The interpretation is that Dogen Zenji's depth of thought waned with age in his later years. For example, one researcher said, when we examine the timing of the formation of the various volumes of the Shobogenzo, we find that they are concentrated in the year around 1243. In terms of content, the works from this period are the most Dogen-like, with richness of thought and thoughtful expression. As the AH organization was established and got on track as a religious order, the amount of Shobogenzo writing gradually decreased. The content of the book also changed, with Dogen's typical contemplations and expressions disappearing, and the content becoming more commonplace, faithfully following Buddhist doctrines. Dogen's main concern during this period was to develop the organization of Eihei and to get it established. Correspondingly, his writings were mainly commentaries on the rules and doctrines of the organization, and there was little that was written from the standpoint of an individual practitioner. On the other hand, other researchers said that Dogen Zenji in his later years preached the Buddha Dharma by Jodo, the convocation, one of the essential forms of the sermons to the Sangha members, instead of writing the Shobogenzo, and that the inner truths of these Jodo are very deep. Of course, the researchers taking certain positions must be respected, but I believe that those of us who are trying to walk the Buddha way would have a different perspective. To come straight to my core contention, I suggest that if the Shobogenzo is the explanation of the Buddha way, then the Eihei Shingi is the embodiment of Shobogenzo. The teacher in my practice dojo used to say, the Buddha way is the unsurpassed way, and the unsurpassed way has no form. I believe that Shingi gives form to the formless way. Therefore, one of my conclusions is that to live the Shingi is to live the Shobogenzo. In the first place, the word Saho is made up of the characters for Dharma and creation. If I may paraphrase, Saho is the correct attitude towards the Dharma or the embodiment of truth without form. Sappho is sometimes referred to as kata. Sappho or kata don't force you into a box. I believe that through them we can open ourselves up, accept the formless truth, and become the base from which is born the truth, a way of life without constraints. Nowadays, due to the spread of the coronavirus, everyone is forced to stay indoors. But I hope that now is the time for us to practice Ango in the true sense of the word and walk to the Buddha way as I have described here. I believe that those who can practice the Shingi as one within a group in a practice dojo are fortunate. However, I am sure that there are many people who live alone in apartments and are seeking the Buddha way. A single livelihood requires the practice of the Shingi fit for the circumstance. I sincerely hope that each of you will explore, deepen, and practice what it means to live the Buddha way from your own situation. Finally, I would like to conclude with these thoughts. Many people are struggling in the midst of the pandemic. As I try to walk the way, I asked myself whether I, as a lowly and inexperienced individual, can walk the Buddha way in a way that will lead to the salvation of the entire world, including these people. Thank you very much for your kind attention.